Hello guys, this video will show you what I think is the absolute fastest, most efficient and fun way to quickly add wraps to your objects. So I'll do, for example, a torus. Alright, so all we need to do guys is we go into the spline section and we go ahead and use a helix spline here. We left click, and just get a random number here. Then we'll go into here and we actually change to make sure that the radius 1 and radius 2 are about the same value. Then we'll go ahead and increase the turns. Alright, let me make sure it's the same. Alright, there we go. Alright, then you can go ahead and apply an extrude modifier. And what this would do is when you increase the amount, it'll give us this. Alright. Now I'll just... So here you can actually modify this, guys. You can change number of turns and the height. This is where you set up how the wrap will look. And then what kind of a space there is between it. So we have it be like very tight here or more like this, alright? I'll apply the poly, just select all the faces and flip that. Alright? And now I'll also select edge here, ring, connect, and have some loops going through here. I'll select this, apply the poly, select this for example. I'll go ahead and create a shape out of that. So now I have a spline right here, and just for better results, I'll go ahead and reset X form and convert back to edible poly, edible spline I should say. Alright. I'll select this and I'll apply a path deform modifier. I'll go ahead and pick the path and pick this spline as the path and move it to path. Now you can set up the percentage and things like that. Now noticing because I had a spline kind of on the inside here, it may not be perfectly in the center, but all you gotta do to modify that, guys, is press Control A, and you can move this in one of these axes to get a better result. So I have the spacebar set to show on result. Now all I have to do is move this in a certain axis. And you'll notice that I can now center like so. So kind of a nice way of further adjusting it. Alright. And it's actually still not too late, guys, to go back to extrude and change some things around. Like if you want more space, you can do that right there. Alright. And now, guys, we can go ahead and let's say you can make a copy of this if you want to reuse it for further work. Always good to have backups. I can collapse this, and I can apply a tie conform modifier. So TieFlow, guys, is a free collection of various tools here. There's of course a professional paid version. We can also get it for free as well. Just search for TieFlow, and we're going to get tie conform on here. All right, and all we're gonna do is right here, click pick that, and with the default settings, guys, we get this. We can select the torus here actually and turbo smooth it. And as you can see, we get like a more smooth result on the wraps. Alright guys, if it looks a little bit too jagged here, we can go ahead and apply a relax modifier. Alright. And so now, for example, I can apply shell, guys, and turbo smooth, and now I have a wrap going all the way around here. Alright. If you want, for example, to have even more detail, you can use a tool called Polycloth. So guys, you can use the discount code Aramis40 to on CG Trader to get 40% off Polycloth. And I think it's a nice investment if you find yourself using cloth and using some very quick cloth simulation to 3ds Max frequently. But simply all I would do here is make sure I have enough density here. Alright, and then I can go ahead and start the cloth brush. Now I can just go in here. You can actually hover over this to get a list of hotkeys. There we go. So if you left click and hold, you get this effect. If you hold down Control, you kind of get that. Control Shift, get this. So as you can see, you get this kind of realistic cloth folding here. You can hold a Control-Shift-Alt to change the size, for example. Alright guys, and so that is how you can have realistic cloth folds around your object, or you can make it leather or whatever else you want. Thank you guys for watching and take care.